So hi everybody, I'm JT. Welcome to another video from me here on the Campervan journey. And today we've got something a little bit different. We've been very lucky to borrow a California Coast from Volkswagen Breeze.
How can I help?
Look at that, don't know what that's doing. So we've been very lucky to borrow this California Coast from Breeze Volkswagen and wanted to just give you a quick review and our thoughts of how it differs to our California. So sit tight, enjoy the video, and Harry and I will do our best to tell you all about this van. So welcome everybody to a quick tour and review of this lovely California Coast demonstrator that Volkswagen Breeze have been very kind to lend us whilst our California Beach has been in for service work. Now, for those of you who've been watching our videos, you may be aware that we're considering changing our California Beach for something that's a little bit more self-contained, and a California with integrated kitchen was definitely one of those options. Now the Coast, as per what we've got with us today, was top of the list, but we found out when I went to Volkswagen earlier on this week that the Coast has actually been dropped or has vanished from the price list. So we're going to look at this on the basis that it's, if we do buy one, then it would be the Ocean specification. But so today's one is a Coast. But let's walk you around and tell you a little bit more about our thoughts and feelings and how it would work for us. So one of the things that struck us first of all was the electric sliding doors. So real convenience factor on this, and really good in that you can push and hold the button to close it as well. Certainly has got a lot of advantages. I've read a little bit about some of the downsides on some of the forums, and there's a beeping when it opens and closes, which I guess is a sort of alert that VW put in to warn you that it's opening or closing. But that beeping noise, if you're sleeping in the van, can obviously be a little bit distracting or disturbing. So, but again, there's a way to override that by using a plug-in adapter that you can source from companies such as Carista to turn off the warning tone. But inside, the biggest difference to ours is the integrated kitchen. So our beach being a three-seater beach, having the three-seater bench, has a wider rear seat bench. So what's going to be useful or interesting whilst we've got the loan of this vehicle is we're going to take it on a longer run and see how this two-seater bench compares in comparison with Harry, who's 10.
Yeah.
And his elder brother are going to be sat in the back, see how that compares for comfort on a longer trip. But we've got this very nice built-in kitchen setup, and I have to say I really do like this light oak or light wood effect that we've got. But we've got the new size big fridge on the end here. There's loads of space in that. Two gas hobs, which are not connected up at the moment. There's no gas bottle in here to try out today, and then the water at the end here, which again, nice little, really like this, the way that it's all smooth and set out.
Yeah.
Nice glass tops, good storage space in these cupboards.
Yep.
With the sliding doors, and I think these panel doors have replaced tambour doors, which means they're a little bit more robust. Got some jackets and things in, and then a cutlery drawer. So it's a nice little details, and again, this is one of the things that we're really thinking about going forwards when we change, is to have something that's more self-contained, more integrated, so that when we're away camping, we've got to rely less on taking our tent with us. We can just arrive, pitch up, and settle in and be good to go.
Yeah.
So certainly a thumbs up from that point of view. Let's go around and have a look in the back. So this van is fitted with the high bike rack. Again, if you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know that we did have one of these bike racks on our current T6, but we decided to replace it for a tow bar mounted rack, which, because I'm not the tallest of chaps, just found that a little bit easier, so we wouldn't personally choose that. The rear storage for chairs and things is all the same. I do like at the top here, and we'll show you this in a second, you've got this storage box that runs all the way along here, which would be a really nice feature if we had that. And then, watch out the way, Harry. Again, the other big difference is all of this additional storage, because we're using some of the width, and we've lost about a foot or 30 centimetres, I guess, of width running down the side of the van. What that's giving us is a lot of this storage space. So there's in here shelves, and again there's loads of different companies that offer little adaptations to the storage from having looked around online. That's where the gas bottle would sit underneath there. I don't know, it'd be interesting to hear in the comments below if you've got a coast or an ocean, how long the gas bottles last for. And then there's another storage cupboard here. I think this one's referred to as the wardrobe. So again, more space in here. There's a mirror in there as well. There's a cupboard, isn't it? They'll just flap that opens up. And then the other big difference is the rear bed. So we'll show you how that sets up in a second, but it already looks far easier to operate than the bed that we've got on our beach. So let's see if we can fold that out and see what that looks like. So before we look to fold out the bed, let's just pop the pop top up. Now, being a coast, the operation of the pop top is exactly the same as on our beach. So it's manual roof. And I have to say that was one of the things that I really liked about why we were considering a new coast, was the manual roof. I think the simplicity of the manual roof versus an electronic one, the likelihood or less likelihood of anything going wrong, again, is very appealing. So within just a minute, it's all set up really easily. So now that we're in, we've got the roof up, the seats changing round, or turning the seats round can be done just the same way. We can pivot those, show you how to do that in a second, but the release for those using catches on the front is exactly the same. So let's just spin one of the seats round. Oops. It's noticeable, I have to say, it is a bit more noticeable that inside compared to our beach, and it's probably due to the colour of the canvas, it's quite a bit darker, but ours has got a light grey lining, but I know that you can choose to change the specifications on that when you're speccing that up, so maybe that's something to bear in mind if we specify to order one from the factory. Okay, so now we've got the roof up, you can see there's good height, and again I'm 5'8", 8-ish. So plenty of roof space, plenty of height, plenty of space to be using the kitchen and hob area without feeling that we are clustered in. So you'd be standing here cooking, and you know, plenty of room to be doing that. And certainly potentially gives us one of the things that we are considering. We have a slide out table that slides along the front panel here, which again is a nice feature. So there's a release one. It says a little catch, isn't it?
You have to push. I'm good at the table.
So slide out table, there's being German, there's a little catch to release it. So it pops out and then flips up.
Me.
And then
Good.
got a nice integrated table in here. So this table is slightly smaller than the one that we've got in the beach that we would clip up and set up when we use ours. And again, if you saw the video that we did recently about how great that little functionality is, one of the things I didn't expect was to still have that table here. So we've still got that. It's fitted into the door just down here. So when you're out and about on the campsite, you've got the added bonus of having that portable table here. So that, I think, is a really nice feature that they've still kept both there. So we've got that table, we've got the chairs in the boot, and this one for out and about eating. So this is probably a little bit small for, you could do it at a push, but for 4 people to sit and eat at.
We can still meet.
But yeah, is doable.
I like these.
Okay, so that's good. We really like that. And then the storage, the other thing that I did say was a really nice feature that struck me was this storage cabinet that just sits above the back here. So quite a lot of space in there. I guess you could put bedding, jackets, clothes. And again, using these wardrobe functions, there's plenty of room in there for some packing bags, for your clothes. Again, nice little detail features. The storage tray sliding in behind here. So lots of great little ideas that...
Mirrors.
Oh no, wardrobe mirror. So it really is packed full of lots of great little features. Let's see if we can show you how the bed sets up. This is the first time that we've looked to try and fold the bench down, so we're going to do this without reading any of the instructions, just to see how easy it is. So Harry, if you want to jump out of the way, sit on there. So I think the way that we do it is slide this forward here, releasing the catch at the front.
Do the head.
Push the catches to drop the headrest down.
Yes.
And then in the middle of the seat, underneath the bench here, there's a catch to pull and drops down. And then we have the mattress. Great, that's got to lock it. Mattress to pull over the top.
Shoes off.
Immediately, that's obviously much easier than when we were trying to set up the bed in the beach.
Yeah.
How does it feel for comfort?
It's nice with the mattress.
Yeah, so this obviously mattress, again, I'm not sure on the specifications. I don't know if this mattress comes as an option, whether it's standard, but certainly that gives you the practicality and versatility to very quickly and easily set up. So those of you who've seen the video that I did recently of how the multi-flex bench works in the beach, it's not as quick and easy to set up. So you've got a compromise there because it's not as versatile, but this is obviously designed to be used more regularly as a setup for sleeping. So
More of a camping van.
yeah, which you would expect.
Yeah.
Okay, so a thumbs up from that one as well.
Yeah. Now we have to put it back.
So let's work out how we fold it back up. So jump off, Harry. Fold the mattress back up.
Put it back.
Again, it's this sort of feeling that you know you're working with something that's been designed by Germans, so it just works. There we go. So this has got 2 inclines on it, so you've got the slightly more sloped one, which is there, and then more upright, which is there. Make sure it's locked in. Pop the headrests back up. And then we'll slide back by releasing the catch down under the front here. Push.
Fixed.
And then we're back. And then the other thing I just noticed, which again is one of the key things that you think about, what we're trying to do is be more self-contained, more when we're going away, that we've got everything built into one van. There's a lovely big storage drawer under here. But that's good, and a fly screen as well. Okay, let's get that, shall we? So get that back in, and then just looking back, and again a nice little detail, the winder for the awning, whereas ours is integrated into, we store ours in with the picnic chairs are. This has got a little storage space under here.
This one's actually not.
Yeah. And there is the opportunity, I know a few people either specify or order it from the factory or do it as an after fit. There's the option to have a secondary hatch on the other end here. On the other end here, so for a slide through for longer items, you know, skis, bits of wood, or bits of wood or anything long, pipes maybe from the DIY centre, but that can be changed here. So this hasn't got it.
Nope.
But that can
It's just got a big hole.
Yeah, a gap behind, a void behind. So that again
With
is something
plumbing.
maybe if you were speccing a van from the factory you would think about. I think certainly I can see the versatility. Whilst nice and wide, isn't as sculpted as that which is on our beach.
This one's quite upright.
So again, we'll find out tomorrow what Harry and Ben think about the comfort. But the seat on the bench is more car-like. So it might just be me, might be just be the way that it looks in my mind. But we'll see what it feels like on the trip. Okay, so let's have a look at the dashboard, because that again is one of the other big differences to our T6.
Yep.
When we're looking at this T6.1. Okay, so the other big difference with regards to our beach and this T6.1 Coast is the dashboard. So ours had an upgraded dash in the form of the Comfort Dash, but here we've got the new T6.1 dash, which is got a number of upgrades. So if we just spin round and then we can show you what they are. So first of all, the keys are different. I think we've seen before, but big difference is the remote control heating fob. That's probably a quarter of the size of our one, so that's a nice upgrade as well. The key's slightly different. That's more like a Volkswagen Golf key. And then this nice big screen. So this is standard, and there is an option to upgrade and also have fully digitized, what Audi would call the virtual cockpit dashboard binnacle. So this has just got traditional analog dials. I haven't got a problem with these. I do like the digitized dash that you get. Having seen some of the software glitches that people have had in the past, this is, I think, probably less likely to go wrong. But nice and simple, nice upgrade to the driver information panel. The quality of the display, the clarity of the graphics there, a little bit nicer, a little bit more detailed, and still got these nice multifunction steering wheel controls, adaptive cruise control, which is one of my must-haves if we were to change. Sadly, this particular van hasn't got LED lights, which is again a must-have for what we would change for. But this display screen here is all touchscreen, and you've got different functions for radio, media, phone, all touchscreen, sweep across, select navigation, and you can adjust and play around with this. I haven't had opportunity to play around with a huge amount.
We've only had it for a day.
Exactly, we've only had it for a day, but it looks like an evolution of the current system that we've got in our own one. So responds quite well, works quite well. Again, I've read details about how there's a few glitches with the system, and you know, the touch screen's always going to leave over a period of time, you're going to get sticky fingerprints on it, but the key with that is just to give it a clean periodically. So I like all of this, and this is nice and sleek. This, we borrowed again a T6 panel van, T6 combi van a while back, and I don't know if it's just subjective, but the quality of the finishing here does feel a little bit better than what we had when we borrowed the combi van, and yeah, like the finish. I would miss the climate control that we've got on ours. We would definitely want heated front seats. Some of the other functions that we've got, again, it's not fair to criticize this van because this is not necessarily the specification.
This isn't the one.
This isn't the one that we would look to buy.
Yeah.
But yeah, those just an observation as to some of the differences between what we've got and what we would be looking to potentially order. These integrated blinds are nice, which again I think are a carryover from the Ocean. There we go, that's how we go.
1 minute, viewers. Nice blinds.
Nice little bit of privacy there. Good job. My turn. So, other thing up here, we've got this touch panel.
I like this. So
you can have a look at this, Harry. So this is all about controlling some of the functions inside the vehicle itself. So we've got, let's have a look, we've got, I think that's grey water, fresh water.
Wait, what?
And we've got different controls on here, so we can turn and control the fridge on, the auxiliary heater, camping lights. I quite like this level function, so you can tell how we are, if we're level or not on a campsite.
Yep.
I guess you use that if you're using your chocks to get yourself set up.
Yep.
I've never really found a problem when we're parking up if we're on a bit of a wonk. I think it's part of camping, but timer, lights, turn the screen off. So this again is all very nice. It's all great as long as it's working properly. And we've already had an error message this morning when we went to leave on the SOS function. So a message came up on the display panel to say that the SOS function wasn't working. Contact your dealer. but half an hour later, after a restart, that message is gone. So just a little electrical niggle, nothing major, but again, just an observation that comes with this enhanced technology. So, but I do like that, and I do like my gadgets, so that's cool. So let's just carefully unclip those, and let's lift that one out. That's it. So again, I do really like that, and I like the way that they're integrated. Just a little thing, but so yeah. And then this is a DSG gearbox, and again, absolutely we would go DSG again if we were changing ours. So there we go, a quick, let's say quick, probably a 25-minute little tour and walk around of this van. Big thanks to Breeze Volkswagen for being kind enough to lend us this for a weekend, not just for a half an hour drive, to get a really good feel for how it could fit into our life as our replacement vehicle. If we change for one of these, it will be our third Volkswagen camper on the trot. And said we had the T5 Combi conversion, then we had our current California Beach, so this would be the third one, and this would we'd then be well into approaching 10 years of campervan ownership. So
Campervan life.
Yeah, so we've been really pleased with ours, but it is time to think about changing to something that, and so the big thing is just being more self-contained. So integrated kitchen, enable for us all to sleep inside, and ability just to drive, arrive, pitch up and be ready to go. The only downside and the only thing that I'm thinking at the moment is the overall size, and just wanting to be fully integrated. Again, just the appeal of having a little bit more space and being able to spread out a bit more, maybe have a slightly larger kitchen area, slightly larger living area with the table that a larger van is going to bring, could be the thing. But anyway, very impressed with this. Just a question as to whether it's the right van for us. But thank you very much indeed for watching today. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got any questions or comments, we love hearing from you. Please drop them below, and we'll do our best to answer. Well, we look forward to seeing you on our next video very soon. And remember, if you have enjoyed the videos, to click the button to like, click the button to subscribe, and please share the videos with anyone who may be interested in our campervan journey. Thanks very much indeed for watching. Take care, and we'll see you very soon.
Bye.